Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. Well, we are getting close to the end of things, which is remarkably nice to be able to say, but we have a capital city that is, well, there's still a couple of spaces which we can expand upon, so that's what we're going to be doing. Let's go ahead and get time up and rolling, as that's more or less what we're waiting for. We're going to add on in a couple of hotels today, I think. We've done a pretty good job of filling this place, but I think a couple more houses should be fine. So we'll add on in 2 more there. Oh, and there's a new planetary mission for seed vegetation. So let's quickly go ahead and send that off. And then that's all well and good. And then, so let's see, that's 2 more for extra housing. That means we'll have enough room for another 39 people. We don't need any more jobs at this stage. I think we could... let's make another electronics factory. I suppose we can go ahead and do that. Close off the night shift. That's not the end of the world. So we'll go ahead and do that. Whereabouts? We need production. We'll make another electronics factory. We'll pop that down over there. Actually, you know what? Let's put this in towards the center. That'll be fine. And then with the last 2... what do we want? Do we want another amusement park? I think we want another amusement park. That's what we're going to do. Is it excessive? Absolutely, but that is sort of the point of this place. So we're going to go ahead and chuck an amusement park right on the very edge of the cliff. And then we'll also go ahead and put on in... a VR workshop. I think that seems reasonable. Yeah, let's go ahead and chuck another one of them in here. That should be good. Give them all of the VR. In fact, it looks like we have a couple of jobs that we could open up if we really wanted, but I think that's fine. Oh, and we still have another little bit of space left over. So, what do we want to add on in? Let's chuck on in another space bar. I think that seems cool. Yeah. Have a place for them to sip on their martinis and whatever have you. And then, in this last little space, we do have a nursery. Enough room, wait a second, do we actually have a nursery in here? We do have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a couple of playgrounds. I know that we've got a couple of schools. What else could we add on in? You know what, let's go with a little bit of extra decoration. Decoration seems fine. Let's go with maybe not a large garden, but a regular sized garden should suffice. We'll put that there, and then we'll put in a pond as well, and then maybe another small garden. There we go. And I think that should pretty much be everything. Let's make sure that we do go ahead and get the home collective. Is this to tourists only? Yes, it is. That is not ideal. We want to make sure... hang on a second. We can have all of our colonists, and I can't remember where we put the other one. Aha. There we go. Okay. So that should be that. That'll be the last 2. And then at that point, I think... yeah, I think we can go ahead and close off the hoity-toity capital of this place. I think that seems reasonable. So let's go ahead and have a look. We can accept colonists. I think we go ahead and we quarantine at this point. Births are forbidden when full. We'll keep cloning people in, and we will let them do that. So we have 3 vacant work spots with 30 residential spaces. That is almost perfect, so we will let that be. Let's go ahead and check in on that electronics factory. Whereabouts did we put that? That was over... hang on a second. I know we put it somewhere. Wait, did we actually build another one? Oh dear, this is beginning to get a little bit troublesome. What do we do? I know we put it somewhere. Oh, let's open up the night shift just in case. Let's go ahead and close off the... let's open that up during the daytime. Let's close off that at night. Let's make sure that the... you know, the OG amusement park, we shouldn't have to have people working there. Let's just go ahead and give that the service bots. We'll have one that is manned by people and then one that is staffed by robots. I think that'd be pretty cool. That way they have a choice as to where they go. You know, make a little bit of variety in their locations. Oh, art store. Let's turn that on over night time. Same with the electronics. Yeah, definitely need to make sure that that's up and running. And then I think that's about it. Olympus Hotels, all of this is up and running. Nurseries, all of that jazz. Yeah, I think we're doing fairly... Yeah, I think we're fine. We'll just double check though. Again, it's not like we're going to be returning here. The university can be... Alright, let's see. Olympus Hotel. Oh, here we are. Electronics Factory. I knew we'd missed something. Let's go ahead and make sure that that is set up for maximum output. The Logi Amusement Park can be fine. Yeah, that should be all that we need. So 38 vacancies, that's all good. In fact, I think... Do we close that out? I think we'll just let that be. Who knows, maybe we have a night owl or something that wants to work over night time. I'm sure at some point they'll want some variety as they are continually cloned and go through the cycle of mind consciousness transference and all of that. And I think that's good. So, that's that. Anything else we want to toy with? We have a little bit of space down over here, so I suppose we should build in something. Let's add on in a space bar down over here. Let's make sure that these guys have a bar that they can head to at the end of work. Just make sure that they have somewhere to blow off some steam. It's also nice and accessible to everyone as well, so that's not exactly a bad thing. And then, what else are we after? I don't think we really have too much more. We just have a little bit of extra space. So, let's see, one unemployed. We'll go ahead and add service bots. And then let's add on in... Where is one extra job that we could find? Machine parts of a nighttime? I guess that's possible. Either that or... I don't know, all these jobs are open. We don't need extra security officers. Hang on a second. We don't have a security station over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll chuck one of them in. That is quite the oversight to have left that as long as we have. In fact, that might actually help with some of our unemployment from some of these other positions. That should fix up a fair few things. And then... Oh, we've got 8 homeless, so maybe we can add on in... I don't know, maybe another smart home or something along those lines. Yeah, let's add on in a smart home. And let's also throw on in a garden. That should be nice and decorative. There we are. Get a little bit of extra happiness for the peoples. There we go. All well and good. That should sort out all of those problems. Yeah, excellent. That is what we want to see. Yeah, that is fun. Alright, so... I've got all of that up and running. Oh, let's go ahead and speed up time as well. All of these are up and running, which is good. These magnetic field generators are still helping reduce the amount of loss of atmosphere, which is still down to 0.
No active research.
Oh.
Research complete.
Let's go ahead and pick up some more science things. That'll be fine. And I think, what else have we got? 20 vacancies. We have a little bit more room for people. Let's add on in... a couple more jobs, I think. Oh, sorry, a little bit more housing. We're going to go ahead and chuck in an Olympus Hotel. We're going to put one of them over here. And then in the last little spot, I think we'll go ahead and make sure... let's see, what else do we need? Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Yeah, we have a couple of extra jobs if necessary. Let's add on in a couple of services that we can happily upgrade. We have... Oh, wait a second. Do we have a security? Oh, no, we do. It's back over there. Let's see. Oh, another seed vegetation mission. Excellent. Let's go. Let's send the tugboat. So that's 2. So that'll take us up to 98.15. Oh man, this is so very good. Alright, where were we? We have all of this, grocers, all of that. Let's add on in... add on in an amphitheater or two. Let's make sure that these guys can, you know, write plays and tell tales of the terraforming of Mars. I think that would be rather cool. So let's add on in a little bit of that fun. We'll even chuck in a nice little garden and then the art store nearby, just so it's kind of a nice little cheery precinct. That seems good. Alright, that's very nice. Anywhere else that we want to toy around with? All of that seems all well and sorted. That's all good. Alright, yes, let's also check in on our... what do we call it? The old people's home. That'll do.
Research complete.
Looking fairly good. We've got plenty of people. Let's go ahead and... we've got a couple of disabled workspaces, but that's fine. It does look like we got a lot of old people. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to chuck on in one more apartment. We'll put that in there. And then let's just make sure that they have access to all the medical facilities necessary. They've got the grocer. Let's go ahead and get that up and running overnight time. In fact, we're going to go with some service bot upgrades. Just to make sure that we don't have to worry about much there. And then, yeah, we'll put people in the jobs where it is required. We'll go ahead and open up the security station, of course. That does need to be up and running. Low G Amusement Park, again, we're trying to minimize the use of manpower. This is simply for end-of-life care, so that is important. Oh, and you know what? We can fit in an extra decoration or two, so let's go ahead and throw on in... Whoops, that's a large garden. Let's chuck in a small garden, and... You know what? Let's go ahead and chuck some more... What do we want? We can't chuck in a large garden, but we can chuck in a regular sized. Let's put one in there. Let's chuck in a pond as well. Again, just make sure that these guys have some decorations. And then another garden should suffice. And then what else have we got? Yeah, let's make sure that these guys have a garden as well. Make sure that everyone is taken care of. They still have the hanging gardens. Between the two places, I think they'll be fine. Although, let's go ahead and chuck on in a statue. There's a couple of places where that would be appropriate. And, where is it? Just behind the medical center. Alright, so that's that. Let's see. Anything else that we need? I think we go... let's check out the services. Do we have an amphitheater? We do have one, but we may need another one. I don't think that there's quite enough room. Let's chuck another one of those in around here. Then let's also chuck on in an art store. And then what else do we want? I don't know if there's anything else that we particularly care for. Let's chuck in a small space bar. That'll be fine. We'll put that there. And then, let's see. Let's go with a small garden. Clear up that. And then what do we do with the final two spaces? You know, let's go ahead and chuck in a casino. We don't do that very often. And it's not like it's going to do too much if they do have a casino down here. It'll add in a little bit of extra luxury, you know, something to look forward to after all of the years of service. So we'll build one of them, and then let's also put in an open-air gym. I think that would be another very nice call. Go ahead and put that there, and that will be all that we will have. We'll make sure that this, of course, is staffed with service bots, again, minimizing the amount of work that we're putting in. We've got that up and running, and then I think it's just this casino that we're going to go ahead and build. So that should be nice. Yeah, make sure that they have access to everything that they need. And, you know, this low G amusement park, that's probably got something along the lines of, like, you know, an old merry-go-round or Something along those lines. I'm sure that would make them happy. Alright, so let's just see. We've got seed vegetation here, that's 1 hour away. And then let's just see how that moves the forestation. So that takes us up to 93.15. Does that change at all? We are meant to get a little bit of a boom when that goes. Let's see, maybe we need to wait till the end of the day. But we are very close. We've got one more mission that is taking us up to 98. Oh, we are so very close, and I am quite excited. Oh, yeah, very much looking forward to getting the achievement. And then I think, let's see, we still have well and truly in excess of power. Let's bring down our... let's go ahead and bring our rockets back down to the planet. That'll be important there. And then let's just keep a careful eye on any more seeding missions. It should be good. Alright, and then, yes, also see if this pops up by its own choice. But again, by how much I have not a single clue. Alright, so then, at this point then, what else do we want? Well, I don't think we have anything to really worry about. We've gone through, we've made sure that everyone's happy, we've got a good retirement sector of our colony. We've got a nice little, what do we call it? Day spa or whatever it is down over here. We have 2 people who are unemployed, but we can easily fix that. Whereabouts is this? Oh. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to the polymer factory and bring that up. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be fine, that's all balanced out. Seems like everything's working out quite alright. In fact, you know what we can do? We should go ahead and build in a triple electric scrubber. Looks like we have missed a placement or 2. We'll go ahead and we'll put that... you know, we'll just put one of them right over here. And then we'll put another one. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we'll put that one... 1, 2, 3. No, that's slightly outside of range. No, we'll put another one there, and hopefully that'll be fine. Okay, heavy drone transportation. Let's go ahead and add on in another bunch of drones. Make sure that we are relieving that of as much trouble as possible. Yeah, we'll chuck in some extras. Oh, that's right. And there was our other dome all the way up over here. The drones are at a fairly decent constant strength. So we'll go ahead and add in a bunch more. In fact, we'll take it up to 35. Just make sure that they are self-sufficient. Yeah, we don't need to worry about any of that. Alright, and I think we're pretty good then. Alright, so that's all working. All of our fuel seems to be, yeah, pretty well decent there. Oh, there's another seed vegetation, and we're up to 98.15. The final one, and, what is it? Yeah, 1.85. So, very, very close now. Let's just double check to see if there is any more missions. It will be the final one. Nope, still no good, but that's okay. I think we're doing fairly alright then. Yeah, I don't think we've got too much to worry about. Everyone seems fairly happy. We'll bring back the tiny little tug, and we will send you... the RC Explorer. Right, let's go ahead and shuffle you off the launch pad. Make sure that we can send anyone there who we need. And I think that's going to be fairly good. RC Safari can do its thing if necessary. Yeah, expected satisfaction reward 25 out of 25. That's very nice. Yeah, we've done a pretty good job. We have, yeah, we have everything that we need. Looks like our food storage is coming along nicely. We'll go ahead and we'll kick that up just a little bit, just so, in case. But again, I think we're all pretty good. Oh, and there it is. This is going to be our final mission. So the question is, which rocket do we want to send? And as much as I love our new little tug and rowboat, we're going to send the original shuttle, the Caravel. that is what we're going to do. It's what brought us to Mars from our first drones, and it will be the last of the shuttles to seed the planet. So I think that is only fair. So that is where we'll send that off. That should only take a couple of days. It's going to take... hang on, let's just make sure it is still top priority, so that is very good. This will take us, let's see, 100 of the seeds, which I think we definitely have that, and if not more. Yeah, and I think we have a booming economy too, so everything still is being outproducing our needs, so that is excellent. Same thing across the board. We've practically balanced our consumption and our production for our waste rock, which is excellent to see, so all of our buildings are working at a good pace. We do still have one prefab of an old fusion reactor. Okay, you know what? We're going to go ahead and chuck that on in. Where do we wish to put that? There's really no point in not having that. Oh, and here... What do we got? That's not good. This is quarantined. That's a lot of homeless. Oh, wait a second. We can go ahead. Hang on a second. We'll pause. As soon as it finishes auto-saving, of course. So we'll go ahead and... homeless is 24. Alright, I guess we're going to go ahead and we'll chuck in one last thing of apartments. That'll be fine. That also fills out all of this. And let's also go ahead and add on in a nice little decoration here. We'll chuck in a pond. We'll put it not directly beside, just to make sure that the kids are being supervised around the water. Oh, and you know what? Let's add on in another one. Give these guys a little bit of exercise that is a little further away from the playground in case they want a more relaxed walk. But we will go ahead and send off our little tugboat shuttle for some cloud seeding. Even at the end of the day that we may reach 100%, we still want to make sure that we have that sorted. So that'll be fine. And then, let's see, unemployed, we have a couple. So you know what? Given that we are so far away from everything, let's just give them the security of an extra prefab. We're going to go ahead and we'll just put that right over here. That'll be connected automatically. We'll chuck on in a couple of triboelectric scrubbers just to make sure that it is sufficiently cared for. Yeah, and if they wish to work that, they can at their leisure. It's not exactly a high priority. We'll even go ahead and upgrade it just in case they desire to do so. Yeah, make a little bit of extra progress. Alright, so is there anything else we really need to worry about? I think the answer is no. It's only going to be a couple more hours in game. There we are. Cloud seeding? No. Caravel, you're still up. No, he's still loading up all of the necessary seeding. So that's okay. But all in all, look at that. A beautiful planet. It's raining. The forests are growing. All of our little domes are quite nice. And they never have to worry about rainfall and getting caught out from work and having to go through that in a desperate race to not have to worry about things. But either way, we're going to go ahead and get that triboelectric scrubber upgraded there. That should cover everything on the outside, so they should never require any more maintenance. I think that's as good as we could really ask for. Yeah. All of our lakes are quite beautiful, nice and full, and yeah, it's working out rather good. A couple of nice little valleys and things for people to explore as time goes by. Unfortunately, we always will have these dust geysers, but that's okay. That just adds to the charm of our little colony. Yeah, that is fine. Alright, so let's see. Is there anything else that's last minute that we do want to double check? You know what, let's add on in a couple of triboelectric scrubbers for good measure. We'll pop one of them here.
Research complete.
And there. And then that should be about all we need. They will all work. We'll go ahead and make sure that these are set to maximum, of course. No point in not having that. And then same over here. We should have added up a little bit of extra research. You never know, we might need to spend more than $215 billion. I doubt it, but, you know, theoretically, we should always make that money work for us, if at all possible. And I think that's going to be more or less everything. Yeah, it looks like the vegetation's not going to change. I'm really disappointed at the vegetation boom. I would have thought that that would have been at least a couple of percentage points here and there, but I guess I was wrong. At least this is good to know if ever we do return to the game. I definitely would like to do so. I definitely plan on having another DLC or two, though. That would, yeah, that would give us some more content to explore, and yeah, we will see how that goes. Oh, and apparently that wasn't cloud seeding before. That was just a regular rain. How nice. Alright, I really wish they'd tell us which buildings got damaged, but who knows. Let's get rid of that. Security stations, rare metal refineries, research lab, all of that's not really to be concerned. But either way, let's go ahead and bring our shuttle down. That is good. No more buildings that are really too worrying. And yeah, what is that? That is 2 days away from completion. Oh, but first, it looks like there has been industrial espionage. Oh no. Another colony is trying to steal our scientists. Dear Dr. Ottolov, says an email, redirected to you by a loyal scientist. We have built this amazing research facility of the future. The only thing it needs is the expertise of a renowned academic like you. We cordially invite you to join us, and agents from the colony of India have contacted some of our leading scientists with offers to join them, or at least sell out our research secrets. Oh no. Well, what do we do? Okay, but we must send back reports of their work. Mutually assured deception? Ooh. With 40% of our scientists. Research boosts of 2% in a random field. You know what? We're not really worried about the science at this point. Sure. Let's not lose the morale. Yeah, we can afford to lose a couple of people. It's not here nor there. We'll go ahead and send off 40% of them. It's not exactly a... Well, you know, as much as science will always need to continue, it's not like it's desperate for our survival, so I'm happy enough to see some of them say goodbye. It also frees up a whole bunch of extra rooms, so it's not the end of the world there. Yeah, that is very nice. Oh, and apparently, what was this? Stored metals. Okay, we need to go ahead and... we need to make this a higher priority to get some of these metals out of there. We shouldn't be getting all the way up to almost 50 out of 50. So we'll add on in a couple of extra drones. In fact, we're just going to spend all of them. We're going to end that with 69 drones to be working at the Mohole. That is pretty decent. And then, you know what, just to make sure, let's go ahead and we're going to add on in a whole bunch of extra drone prefabs. Not that we need them, but because we can have them. So that seems pretty good to me. Oh yeah, and apparently we have forgotten to chuck in a triple electric scrubber all the way over here. So let's go ahead and do that. There's no reason not to. We'll put one here, we'll place one there. That'll be fine. Again, no reason why these people in the middle of our metropolis should have to worry about the maintenance of their buildings, knowing that they will be safe by some kind of, what is it, electrical discharge. Yeah, that's, you know what, now that I say it out loud, it actually sounds a little bit more concerning, but our scientists say that it is all good, and I have faith in them, so let's just let that be. Alright, so I think that's going to be pretty good. We've only got another 20 hours remaining, so not even a full soul in game time. We'll clear up the last of these little deposits just to clear up the countryside a little bit. We have no need for that anymore. Looks like this large dumping site will also be able to be removed. Yeah, plenty of extra metals. In fact, the fact that this is still at 156 out of 180 goes to show just how much we have hanging around. It's quite remarkable. Yeah, that is quite remarkable indeed. Alright, so let's see. Let's do a quick survey of some of our domes just to make sure that we haven't missed anything in particular. Looks like everything is fulfilled over here. Every little space has been taken. Metropolis, our capital city for the hoity-toity, is still up and running. Oh, wait a second, did we? Yeah, no, that's fine. We have our senior citizens. They're all nice and happy. Plenty of room for growth there, or for retirement, I should say.
Milestone achieved.
Oh, and there it is. There's our 100% sorted. All right, that is fantastic, and not a bad way to end things. So let's just quickly double check the last of these. Just see that everything is as we had envisioned. We'll go ahead and we'll allow the Olympus Hotel to have residents. We did forget to do that before, but I think we're all good there. And then, yeah, let's just go ahead and put things back to regular speed and enjoy the fireworks. Would you look at that? A beautiful, beautiful monument. Do we get fireworks over here too? Yes, we do. Alright, very nice. And all of the hoity-toity get to look down upon that too. That would be a very peculiar thing, looking down upon fireworks explode. But that is very fun. So, achievement unlocked, Creator of Worlds. We have maxed all terraforming parameters. So, yeah, if you've been here for the entire series, I want to thank you very much for your viewership. I really do appreciate it. I've had a great time making this series, and I'm glad that if you've made it this far, that you probably enjoyed it too. So thank you very much for joining in, and hopefully I will see you in the next series. So if you do want to see more series of either Surviving Mars in the future or whatever comes next, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.